Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back to more Silent Hunter 4, Wolves of the Pacific. I've just loaded into the game, that's why that music's playing, but we are going to go ahead and meander our way back to Darwin here, because our fuel supply is kind of low. We're at 30%, and I don't want to risk running out of fuel again. Once we get to Darwin, we'll request new orders and see where they want us to go. This area has been a very target-rich environment. We've sunk 4 vessels here. I thought we sunk more. Let's check. No, only 4. Sorry, it's been a hot minute since I've played. And why are we going around in circles? Let's go, folks. Sometimes the game does that, I notice. Whenever you return the plotted course, they just spin around like a bunch of idiots. You gotta click it again. But yeah, we're going to head onwards to Australia. Refit, refuel, and head back out. I think refitting and refueling once a patrol is okay. Otherwise, the patrols would be rather short. And we would always come back with more torpedoes than fuel. But that's kind of how it is at the beginning of the war. There's not too many targets. The year that the United States Submarine Service actually sunk the most Japanese merchant ships was in 1944. So, we still have a while. They pretty much obliterated their whole merchant marine in a single year. But, anywho, I'm expecting... Oh, shit. So we got a radar contact, 2 aircraft. Moving in fast, so let's go ahead and emergency dive. And, man our battle stations just in case. Even though we don't have flat guns. But just in case we get hit and damaged. What direction? 242. It's kind of hard to scan the sky. I don't have any visual contact yet. This SJ radar is actually pretty helpful. Actually, is this SD? I think SD is. Well, we can always check, right? Let's see. Oh yeah, SD radar. SJ is surface search. My apologies. Oh wow, are we already under? I can't, oh wow. We went under really fast. My crew's getting pretty good at that. Maybe it's because I manned battle stations. We need to lower that, though. Oh, God. I would think they would automatically lower it, but I suppose they don't. Huh. Wow, we were able to get under really fast that time. That is interesting. Passing the thermal layer, we'll level out at crash dive depth. Secure from battle stations, I think we're okay. They were... Let's see. They were still 8,000 yards away whenever we got under, so everything's hunky-dory. Anyway, onward to Australia, and I will get back to you if something happens. We are in kind of a hot area, so anything can happen. Alright, so here we are. We made it to Darwin, and guess what percentage of fuel we are at? Let's see. It's not telling me now. Let's postpone it. I guess it's because that was up. We're at 2%. I didn't know if it was at 2 or 1. And that's... I depleted my batteries too, because I made this whole journey only on battery power, and then I didn't set my diesels to recharge because I didn't want to waste any precious fuel. I need to start returning back to base a lot sooner, because this is cutting it way too close. Anyway, we are going to rearm and refuel. There we go. Alright, and while we're at it, let's see. Request new orders. Deploy to Malacca Sea and conduct anti-shipping ops within 50 nautical miles of that area for 36 hours. IJN units are detected outside the area. Engage at your discretion. Alright. So we are going to change our course and head this way. Head north through here. We're going to avoid this. This is probably another, I expect this to be a pretty traffic heavy area since the Japanese have occupied pretty much the entire Pacific. Yeah, I guess, you know what I mean by Pacific. Most of these islands, like, but, let's see. Where is the map? The map. Alright. Oh yeah, there is a Wait, wrong sea. So through this sea, it looks like they kind of cut through here, this area. So we might have some shipping. Hopefully. Let's turn that off. Get out of there. Alright, so we're going to head on our course and hopefully engage some more Japanese ships. With our luck so far, I'm feeling very optimistic. I have high hopes for this. So we'll see if those hopes get shattered or not. We're close to port, so we won't raise our air search radar, but we will raise it shortly. It is very helpful and definitely saving some stressful air attacks. Saving us from them, I should say. So, yep, we'll meander our way up there and see what kind of shipping we can find. So we just reached our patrol area. We actually, like, less than an hour ago. We've already sighted a merchant ship bearing 043. Let's take a peek, and yeah, there it is. It looks like it's heading on an intercept course right for us. So let's go ahead and mark this guy down. Try to get a general course for him and pull out our chronometer and we'll 315 him real fast. Wow, it looks like he's heading due north and we're pretty much heading due east. Yeah, we're heading east exactly, so looks like we're on a pretty good intercept course here. Anyway, let's go ahead and 315 him. Hopefully he doesn't spot us. We are in a pretty Japanese occupied area, so airplanes are definitely a problem, and that's something we need to be worried about, and I am certainly worried about it, but I think, alright, should be good. Alright, mark them down, and let's go ahead and see. We'll let it run for 6 minutes. Let's go ahead and dive to periscope depth. See, 5 knots. No, that's a 7. 5, 7, whatever. That's actually a pretty big difference. Alright, well, let's go ahead and mark this guy. It looks like he's kind of running at an angle. Let's mark him from here. Like that. He's heading north-northwest, it seems. Maybe a little, more acute. Oh, let's see. I need to clean this periscope, my goodness. Looks like a fairly large merchant ship. He has a big stack and pretty distinctive cranes, so we'll see if we can get him. Well, we're going to get him regardless if we use the deck gun or not, but... Okay, we're at 5 minutes. We're going to kind of haul ass towards this area so we can get in a decent range. Let's raise our scope, lock onto him, so our, let's see. Yeah, we have about 30 seconds, more like 35. But yeah, as you can see, we just entered our patrol area, and I need to straighten that up. Like, this is all okay, and then there's this. It's like it's kind of funny. Not really. Who cares? Alright, 20 seconds. See, I hate how it doesn't stay locked. Alright, let's lock and mark them. Yeah, it's not even updating, so... Oh, it just did. Surprising. Way to prove me wrong, game. I say something and then it just, it's like, nope. Alright, let's see. Should be 14. I can't read it. But yeah, it's 14. I can make it out. So, we can turn this off now. I am, fairly certain he is moving at a, nice, 7 knots. Nice medium speed. Alright, let's adjust our course by like 3 degrees. And I think we're good. Alright, let's go ahead and stop. Alright, let's go ahead and check this guy out. Let's lower our scope a bit. Weather is fairly calm. Don't want him to catch a glare off my periscope or anything like that. No. And now the most exciting part of a torpedo attack. No. So I find as cranes, I think that's actually it. Yeah. Coastal composite freighter. Yeah, I'm gonna lock that in right now. And we'll go ahead and do all this wonderful jazz. Range. I believe it's the top of the mast. Let's lock it in. AOB, he's pretty acute right now. We'll do 45-ish. And we'll wait on the speed. We'll keep doing this for a tad bit. Range. The ghost image to be pretty close. Sometimes they have it on the smokestack and sometimes it's on the cranes. I wish there was a you know, a universal thing, like we do it by the smokestack or we do it by the crane, but some ships have it differently than others, which doesn't give you the most accurate readings, which is kind of unfortunate. You know, the waves are overlapping and making this a little difficult, but should be okay. And let's see what my crew thinks the speed is. Yeah, that is wrong. We'll do 7. There we go. Alright, and we'll just let them come. We'll head slow. Or 1/3, I apologize. And let's go ahead and get back to this. He's, yeah, definitely more at about 80 degrees, I think. Should be ready to fire shortly. Yeah, he's pretty head on with us. 7 knots. Make sure that's locked in. Let's check all this stuff. 1 torpedo. Turn on the GSP so it kind of tracks him. Torpedo depth. His draft is 18 feet, so let's do 9. Why not? Speed is automatically low. We want contact pistol. Oh boy. This always makes me nervous. And I've done this so many times. It's just always... Okay, I think we actually might be good. Let's do some range again. Okay. All right. And we'll just wait a little bit. All right, I think we're good. I think he's, yeah, let's go ahead and just one more time. Just for safe measure, open tube 1. Let's go ahead and flood the tubes. 1,685 feet away and closing. Well, here goes nothing. Let's check and see. Range was a tad off. It was probably by the smokestack. That's probably what we needed to range him by, but it's not too far off. I think it should be okay. We are only shooting 1 torpedo, which I normally shoot 2 because the American torps tend to be duds. But you know, we'll see. This is looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and take a peek, shall we? I keep pressing F12, but trigger motor doesn't use the whole F12 thing. It looks like we're going to hit it, as long as the torpedo's not a dud. We're going to hit it in the bow area. And bam, there we go. That was good, and that was definitely enough. Wow. I'm expecting she's done for. That ship is erupted in flames. Like every inch of that ship is in flames. That is insane. And yeah, she's indeed going down. Well, I made the right call with 1 torpedo, and a second one would have been a waste, huh? It's a gamble, but one that seemed to have paid off. Any lifeboats in the water? No. I guess there's one, and there's no one on it. That is kind of sad. But, hey, our first kill with our re-outfitted ship. And we're already loading our second torpedo. Let's see. A Tashin Maru. God, I'm so sorry. I am butchering that like a calf. Well, I got the wrong ship identified. Typical. Let's see what it was. It was not a coastal composite freighter. It looks exactly like one. But let's see what it actually was. What the hell is the difference? They look exactly the same. Unless there's some tiny detail, but it was close enough to where we got the hit. That actually looks exactly the same. I don't see a difference. The stack and everything was the same, but yeah, she just slipped below the waves. Alright, well, good stuff. Let's go ahead and continue on our course. So this is already turning out to be a pretty juicy hunting area. Let's fix that. That is bothering me. I am kind of OCD when it comes to things like that. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I don't care, but sometimes I do. It's a weird thing. But we're going to stay underwater since I'm sure that ship got off a radio signal before she went under. And we don't want to get depth charged by airplanes or ships. So we're actually going to go ahead and dive to 90 feet and pluck onwards until we find something else. Oh, that actually completed our objective, but we're going to keep patrolling this area because I think there's actually plenty of immersion to be had here. So anyway, this is Wolfpack signing off. Thank you all for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.